It's the beginning of the week, which means everybody's getting their new mock drafts out. So, we gotta mock them. Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft. And I mock it, giving you my views, thoughts, and opinions. But what's crack-a-lacking? It's your boy, Broshmo. Just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let's have that nice, beautiful football discourse. My prospect rankings are currently being shuffled out for the 2023 NFL Draft, so check those out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it, as we have Joe Marino from the Draft Network. Like I said, as long as they keep giving me bomb thumbnails, I'm gonna keep doing these mocks. But Joe Marino, man, he does good work. Go check him out. Also, if you're interested, Underdog Fantasy is sponsoring the video. If you enjoy doing weekly fantasy football or player pick'ems or college pick'ems, or really you could check out other sports, then check out Underdog Fantasy. You could use promo code Broshmo when you sign up. It gets you help start in the right direction. It also helps out the channel. Remember, bet responsibly. Let's go ahead and get into this. As this is the current stand-in, so if you got a problem with the draft order, tell your team to do better. And we got the Detroit Lions going with Bryce Young. That's yes, it's the correct answer. Quickly, after I put out my midseason quarterback rankings, quickly Bryce Young moved back to the top spot. Listen, there's just not a better throw of the football in college football than Bryce Young right now. And you get to reunite him with Jameson Williams, man. Oh, that just sounds sexy to me. Next, we have the Houston Texans going Will Anderson. We could discuss this because the Texans will have another draft pick, highly one too, with the Cleveland Browns currently. So, I don't know. I also dispute going after a quarterback. You get to get CJ Stroud here. I would take it. Davis Mills, he's not the future. He's all right, but you're still looking for that guy. I feel like it's pretty prevalent that he's not that guy. So I would just take him here rather than maybe wait till our next pick to get the next quarterback off the board. Just go ahead, grab him here. Will Anderson, I get he's the top non-quarterback prospect, but I don't know. If I'm the Texans, I'm going with the more valuable position. On to the Carolina Panthers, no-brainer. It's CJ Stroud. Should have been pick 2, but here he is at pick 3. So, guess you can't make too many qualms about it. Panthers, quarterback future, not on the roster. Baker ain't it. Sam Darnold ain't it. And PJ Walker, I love what you're doing, but he ain't it either. So you're grabbing Stroud. So, yeah. Philadelphia Eagles, they are next on the clock going Myles Murphy. Listen, I would be exceptionally tempted to go Jalen Carter, pairing him back up with Jordan Davis and just have that wrecking crew in the middle. I know, really, if you're the Eagles, you could make any defensive line pick. With this option, I'm sure they are praying the Saints keep losing, so that pick remains a top 5 pick. But I love Myles Murphy. The dude's a specimen, but I think I might be tempted to go Jalen Carter. I think I really might. Now, Houston Texans are pick 5 here. Imagine getting 2 top 5 picks. That's wild. But they go Will Levis. I kind of suspected this be the case. I know that the Draft Network's exceptionally high on Will Levis. Will Levis for me is not a guy I would probably touch till around pick 20. But yeah, I get it, man. The larger draft community is more high on Will Levis than I am. And I mean, dude's got arm, got the NFL arm. He's got a rocket. He conducts. Conducts is that even the word I'm looking for? He's in an NFL ready offense with a lot of NFL passing concepts. I get why people really like Will Levis, and you're kind of betting on maybe he's the next Josh Allen. He ain't. But people think like that. They just do. So I still would have taken Stroud and then just taken the next best pick here. And then the Seattle Seahawks go Brian Brazee with their first pick. I like it, man. Brian Brazee, he's playing good football. He's been off the field a little bit this year. Remember, he had the ACL in 2021. And then this year he had his sister's death, then he had the kidney infection. So nothing I think to worry about in terms of the long term, but he's playing good football. So they grabbed someone in the middle there. And yeah, defense I think will be kind of the focus for the Seahawks in this next draft. On to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Go I almost said Jackson Smith-Njigba. Excuse me. Jordan Addison. I might go, honestly, if I might go Quentin Johnston just to get the size. But I get it, man. You get a really nice separator. I just kind of think Johnston's probably the more of what the Jaguars might be looking for in terms of, Trevor Lawrence, he was so used to throwing to these tall targets at Clemson, and Jordan Addison just isn't that. I feel like you're grabbing another Christian Kirk at this point. The Raiders pick at 9. Somehow they get Jalen Carter to fall to him. So have at it. This is picture perfect. This is exactly how you would love it. Wow, I didn't notice, but Brian Brazee went ahead of Jalen Carter. That's interesting. I think that's kind of wild. Wow, that's super interesting. Okay, let me know what you think of that in the comment section below. On to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Go Keely Ringo. Top corner off the board here. If you're the Steelers, that's kind of the position you want to address. You could also make a case for the offensive line, where if I think you're the Steelers, maybe you're looking at Broderick Jones, as he brings a bit more of the run blocking coming from Georgia. So, but Ringo's a phenomenal pick. I like it. They need more talent in that secondary. And then the Chicago Bears next on the clock, they go Broderick Jones, who we were just talking about. And this is a fine pick. I like this pick. Honestly, the offensive line has been performing like too bad. It's still like mid bottom of the league, but like Braxton Jones has been solid. Larry Bourne's been really good at right tackle. So it's like, I don't know. You would love to get a receiver if you're the Bears, because free agency don't look that good for receivers. But it is what it is. As long as you're getting Fields' help, I don't mind it. Atlanta Falcons go Trenton Simpson. Listen, I don't think there is a linebacker worth a first round pick currently in this class. I might be tempted in the later part of the first round, but not here at 11. If you're the Falcons, you get much better value at more of a position of value, whether it be along the defensive line or maybe at corner. So there's just other areas. Simpson, he's playing all right, man. But you can check out my linebacker rankings and go see why I listed him as a top 10 talent. He is my top 50 talent. He is my top linebacker. But I think there's enough questions about his game, and then I think some of the league might be scared with the Isaiah Simmons comparisons. All right, the Miami Dolphins are going Bijan Robinson. I love Bijan Robinson. I really do. Thing is with the Dolphins, Mike McDaniels tends to prefer his journeyman, his day 3 guys at the running back position. So I just don't think they'll go for a run back, especially this high. You can just get, again, better value. I do understand. I mean, you should recognize that running backs are starting to come back into style with teams not stacking the box as much to defend the passing game. But still, I think if I'm the Dolphins, I'm maybe looking for better value from a positional standpoint. On to the Arizona Cardinals go Tyree Wilson. Listen, Tyree Wilson, we'll talk about him when I do my Edge video, but there's a good chance. He's not going to go like Travon Walker high, but that's what people are going to compare him to, especially with just his length, his athleticism for his size, and the production. The production's just been immense there for Wilson. I do feel like he's probably in like the mid to late first round discussion, and that's kind of where we're at right now. Cardinals need help at the pass rush. You could also get more talent at the corner position. Washington Commanders are going Joey Porter. We know the Commanders, they could use some help in the secondary. Will Jackson looks like he will be moved on from, if not by the trading block or trading deadline, by the end of the season. Joey Porter, dude's long, athletic. I can see why people really dig him. Green Bay Packers go Peter Skoronski. Great value for this pick. They get another versatile offensive lineman. Jenkins, he's kind of been struggling back with his move back to the interior, but I think that'll shape up soon. We know the Packers, they hate receivers in the first round, even though they could really use one. But, I mean, this might not be the draft to take one in the first anyway. Skoronski, I think, is a top 10, top 15 talent. New England Patriots next on the clock go Quentin Johnston. Interesting. A lot of times this is Jackson Smith and Jigba, and you would think they would want to get a guy that's really good after the catch like Jackson Smith. But I get it, because Johnston's really good after the catch as well, and he does it on the outside. He's just so hard to bring down at his size, and he's been lighting it up the past few weeks, man. It's good to see him come alive. He's got that X wide receiver size. The Indianapolis Colts, I really think they're going to be taking for a quarterback, but in this case, they are taking a offensive lineman in Paris Johnson, man. Paris Johnson, man, best human being in this class. The left tackle spot's still kind of up for grabs. They would love to bring in a long-term answer. So, yeah, Johnson's it. That's kind of fine. I think I would maybe consider Tanner McKee here. All right. Oh my gosh. Tampa Bay Buccaneers go Hendon Hooker. I guess I could talk about Hooker a bit more because we don't see him in a lot of mocks, I guess. But it won't surprise me if a team takes a shot at him at the back end of the first round. He might end up being a top 50 prospect by the end of when it's all said and done. He doesn't have the high end, like he doesn't have an NFL arm, or a high end NFL arm, I should say. Like the offense he works in deals with a lot of spacing for their with the receivers, so he's given a lot of margin of error, and his ball placement isn't always ideal. He throws with good touch over the middle, but when you get to the deep ball, man, there's not a lot of zip under his passes. And again, older prospect, typically you kind of physically know what those guys are going to be. There's not a lot more growth that they can do. So interesting. I don't think this would be my pick though. Detroit Lions, they go Cam Smith after getting Bryce Young. So yeah, getting more talent in that cornerback room I think is key. So I like this pick here. It's a good pick, man. Cam Smith. Not a lot of people are talking about Cam Smith, man, but he's still a guy with them ball hawking skills, good size and such, good athlete as well. You love his physical brand of football. And then Los Angeles Chargers go Michael Mayer. I get it. You want to maximize Justin Herbert's lease, his rookie deal. But I don't think a tight end is going to do that. Even though Michael Mayer is the top tight end in this class and warrants a first-round pick, doing it here for the Chargers, I feel like there's other areas you can get. You can dip into this very good defensive interior class because your run defense is terrible. Kenneth Walker put that on display this past Sunday. I mean, shoot, you could add more talent to the cornerback room. Never the wrong answer. Maybe, I don't know, maybe go with the tackle here, because that right tackle spot is up for grabs as well. Next, we got the Baltimore Ravens going Isaiah Foskey. I like this. A nice high ceiling individual. Dude's got great length, good run defender, so he could at least help early downs. Dude had 2 blocked punts this past week, so you know he could help out in the special teams department. Just adding more pass rush. Again, another thing. Adding more competition to the cornerback room, never the wrong answer. Adding more pass rush is kind of on par with that. So, yeah, not half bad. Seattle Seahawks, this is their pick. They're going Derek Hall. They're getting an edge rusher. He'd be a good fit schematically, really good. I don't think Derek Hall is that high for me. I get it, man. He's doing a good job, but this edge class gets really bulky after, say, edge 2, edge 3. There's a lot of different guys you can go with. This just happens to be a guy that I'm not as high on as, I guess, Mr. Marino is. So, Derek Hall, though, not bad. Cincinnati Bengals, they're going Christian Gonzalez. They're getting more help in the secondary. Listen, I think Daxton Hill will probably replace, and I hate saying that. It's going to be hard to replace Jesse Bates. But, yeah, getting that Eli Apple replacement, I would love that. You can make a case for tackle here, but Christian Gonzalez has been playing really good football since the Georgia game. Tennessee Titans, they get Jackson Smith and Jigba. I get it, get a separator, but, I mean, he's kind of locked in, pigeonholed into the slot. And I've kind of liked what they've had with Kyle Phillips there, even though he's been hurt recently. I mean, if you feel like you get an upgrade there, then go for it. But if you're looking for a I really think this is the area we talk about Jackson Smith and Jigba, though. For the Titans, though, it's a bit interesting. The New York Football Jets are going Jalen Duncan. The Draft Network are exceptionally high on Jalen Duncan. They love themselves some Jalen Duncan, and I don't think he's a first-round guy. Top 75, sure. First round, I think, is a bit of a stretch at this point. I do get the Jets going with the offensive line, but I don't know, maybe Olu Fashanu. That would be a sick pick. I think he would be actually a really good fit for this, for what they do there in New York. So yeah, just I guess kind of a difference in opinion with that one. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll let y'all decide that. Let's go to the Dallas Cowboys going DeJuan Jones. What? I mean, dude, I like what they've had in Terrence Steele and Tyler Smith. Grabbing another tackle. Maybe you go with the interior class Jones. I do list him, I think, as a top 75, not top 100 guy. So this is way higher than I would take him. But I feel like for Dallas, you just go elsewhere. You're maybe more focused on interior. Get the top interior guy, Osiris Torrance, or somewhere along the defense. No, Bijan's off the board at this point, but I mean, you probably don't think a running back if Bijan's not available. So, yeah. Do like Cowboys going running back, though. The Minnesota Vikings are going Darnell Washington. Very interesting. And I mean, dude, Irv Smith's not been that bad though. This season after starting the year off banged up. Washington, I get it, man. Rare athlete for his size. Very good run blocker, but I'd rather go for a more valuable position than this for the Vikings here. Kansas City Chiefs, they're going Kayshon Boutte. I really like Boutte at the end of the first round here. Get some more juice in the receiving room. I mean, this is a cat that can create after the catch. I know this season has been great or ideal for Boutte, but he hasn't completely turned it around yet. But he's kind of trending in that direction. Yeah, I actually really like this pick for the Chiefs to get a really good after the catch target. New York Giants are going with a linebacker, Henry Toa. They really got nobody at linebacker, so grabbing him here would be nice. Very good athlete, guy that's played very well this season. Has cleaned up a lot of the areas that plagued him in 2021. And yeah, if you're the Giants, man, it's going to be interesting to see what they do in the draft, seeing that they're going to probably be out of range for a high-end quarterback. So, yeah, no problem here. The Buffalo Bills go John Michael Schmitz. This guy's going to be 24 by the time he's drafted. So he's a bit of an older prospect. Don't think he has that first-round upside. And on top of that, it's position of less value. I get the Bills. You can kind of do whatever the heck you want, really, with this pick. But I don't think center's the way to go. I mean, I guess he can play guard. He hasn't done it, but he can do it. He's got the size to do it. Oh no, this one's a bit interesting. He is the best center currently in college football right now. So, there is that. And then with our last pick, Philadelphia Eagles go Garrett Williams. I like them going corner. I like the idea of that, especially with Darius Slay getting up there in years. James Bradbury, his contract's up after the season, so just grab more talent just in case you want to move, maybe eventually find that heir apparent for Slay, or get someone to pair up if you don't plan on bringing Bradbury back. Williams kind of had a bit of an up and down year, but I mean, you could just see it athletically from him. The dude has just been exceptionally good. But there's a lot of corners that could go in this back end of the first round area. There's Clark Phillips and such. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead, do the YouTube thing as always. Until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.